Hello and welcome guys to a new episode on SportPredictorFanatic. Today we're going to predict the fourth round of the Eredivisie, and of course going to be putting on bet on it as well. I think I'm doing pretty good in the Eredivisie at this moment. I think I'm on profit at this moment for the Eredivisie in the first three rounds. So let's hope we can keep that up right here. But yeah, let's get straight into it with the first matchup being RKC against AZ Alkmaar. RKC actually started the season with 3 losses to Go Ahead Eagles, to Groningen and to PSV. AZ won 2 matches and they drew 1 match. They won against Almere and NEC, but then drew against Groningen. Last season, these two played each other with AZ actually winning both times. And I think I can be pretty sure about this. AZ are just the better team and they should just win this one. And then Almere against Groningen. Almere have actually also lost all of 3 of their opening matchups, with losing to AZ, Sittard and PSV. Groningen are actually doing way better with 2 wins and 1 draw, so they are yet to lose. The wins were against NAC Breda and RKC Waalwijk, and then they drew against AZ Alkmaar. These two have actually never played each other in a competitive atmosphere. They have played in 4 friendlies where they actually both won 1 time and they drew 2 times, so perfectly equal as well. But I think Groningen right now are just looking better, and because of that they will actually win this matchup. Then we have Fortuna Sittard against NEC Nijmegen. Fortuna has actually only played 2 matches with both of those actually won a 2-0 against Go Ahead Eagles and a 3-0 against Almere. NEC actually started off with 2 losses against Twente and AZ. Of course, not a real shame, but it isn't a nice start, but then actually won against PEC Zwolle. These two, of course, played each other last season, with 1 time NEC winning and the other time it actually ended up in a draw. Actually, the last time Sittard won against NEC while playing at home was back in 2001, but they haven't played that much because since then there's only been 4 draws and 3 wins for NEC. I think Fortuna have the better form at the moment, but NEC have the better squad overall, and because of that I'm actually thinking it will become a draw. Then we go to Heerenveen against NAC Breda. Heerenveen has only played 2 matches yet, with losing the first one 1-0 to Ajax and then drawing the second one 1-1 against Utrecht. NAC actually lost their first matchup to Groningen, then won against Ajax, but then lost again against Utrecht. The last time these two played each other was back in February 2023. Where Heerenveen actually won 2-1 at the KNVB Cup match. The last time Heerenveen lost at home against NAC was back in 2010, but also haven't played that much in the Heerenveen Stadium against NAC, because there's only been since then 4 wins for Heerenveen and 2 draws. I think Heerenveen though have the better team, and despite the lacking form at the moment, I think they will get the win right here. Then we go Willem II against Sparta. Willem II has actually started the season with 2 draws and 1 win. The win was actually against Go Ahead Eagles 2 weeks ago. The draws were against Feyenoord and Heracles. Sparta actually started the season off with 3 draws against Heracles, Twente and Feyenoord. These 2 teams actually met each other in the preseason, where actually Sparta Rotterdam won 4-2. The last time actually Willem II won at home against Sparta was in 2019. Since then there's been 5 wins for Sparta, including 3 friendlies by the way. And I think Sparta at this moment have the better team and will get the win right here. Then Utrecht against Twente. Utrecht started the season with 2 wins and 1 draw. The draw was 2 weeks ago against Heerenveen. The wins were against PEC Zwolle and NAC Breda. Twente have only played 2 matches and started off with a 2-1 win against NEC, and they actually drew against Sparta. These two played each other, of course, last season twice, with one ending in a draw and the other one actually ending up in a 1-0 win for Utrecht. Actually, the last time Utrecht lost at home against Twente was all the way back in 2013, and since then there have been 7 wins for Utrecht at home and 3 draws. I think these teams at this moment are pretty close. And because of that, I think this matchup will also end up in a draw. Then the next matchup that was scheduled was actually Feyenoord against Ajax, of course, one of the biggest matches there is in the Eredivisie. But also because of that, these teams actually are rivals. They clash a lot. But yeah, this match is not being played this weekend. It's been delayed due to policemen being on strike, I think it is. And it being like this big of a match, this big of a derby, always things going wrong. In previous years, I think it has been a good decision to actually delay the match to another time where the police are not on strike. Then we have PEC Zwolle against Heracles. PEC have actually started off with 3 losses to Utrecht, Feyenoord and NEC, while Heracles have actually started with 2 draws and 1 loss. The loss was 2 weeks ago against PSV, and the draws actually were against Sparta and Willem II. These two, of course, met each other last season, with both times actually the home team winning. And actually the last time PEC lost at home to Heracles was back in 2017. And since then there have been 2 draws and 3 wins for PEC. I think both teams are pretty close though, and because of that, I think it will become a draw. Then we have PSV against Go Ahead Eagles. I mean, PSV have like the perfect start of the season. They have had 3 wins out of the 3 matches, of course, against RKC, Heracles and Almere. They already have a goal difference of 12, which is really impressive. I think the scorelines were 3-1. No, 5-1 they won the first matchup, then 3-1 and then 7-1 the last matchup, which is of course crazy. Well, Go Ahead Eagles started actually with 2 losses against Sittard and Willem II, but then bounced back last week with a win against RKC. These two, of course, met each other last season, with PSV, of course, winning both times. And Go Ahead Eagles, I'm going to be honest, have actually never won against PSV, which was a crazy statistic for me, especially because they played each other 22 times. And actually, it's not only that, it's also that it's only been a draw once. So PSV have actually won this matchup 21 times, and they've only drawn once. And the other ones, there is no wins for Go Ahead Eagles there. But with that and the fact PSV are looking so phenomenal at this moment, they are looking to win the league, like I predicted, by the way. But of course, like almost everyone predicted. But yeah, no, I think PSV is going to win this matchup. But now let's get into the betting part of this video. What I will do is I will put on 5 matches, just like I think the last 2 weeks. And I mean, it worked. So, or the last 3 weeks, I must say. But I think it worked because we're at this moment we're in profit at the Eredivisie and in total as well. But yeah, the first matchup I'm gonna put a bet on is Groningen to actually win their matchup with an odd of 2.24. Sittard and NEC to draw their matchup. The odd for that is 3.6. Then Sparta to win their matchup with the odd of 2.55. Utrecht Twente to be a draw. The odd for that is 3.6. And PEC Zwolle against Heracles also becoming a draw. The odd for that is 3.9. What I will do is, again, I will put 0.5 euros on doubles, 0.5 euros on trebles, because there are 20 combinations in total. Well, 20 times 0.5 euros means 10 euros. Perfect. So yeah, I will be doing that again, hoping for a little bit of profit again. But yeah, for now, I want to thank you all for watching. Please have a good day, and I will see you.